And welcome back. We are having our final conversation for this Monday morning. Joining us in studio for Pomona Village Weekend, because it's not a day anymore, it's a weekend. We have Travis Raimundo, who is a village council from the village council at Pomona. We also have beside him Miss Jocelyn Williams, who is a teacher at St. Matthew's Anglican School. And next to her we have Aaron Ferguson, who is a committee member for the Pomona Village Day Commission, right? Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us. First of all, what is Pomona Village Day? What was the brainchild behind this machine?
Thanks for having us. I must say a pleasant good morning to Belize and the world. Beside the whole orchestration of having Pomona Day is streamed from several activities within the Stancrick West constituency, whereby the Honorable Radwell Ferguson had find it very important, for these villages to come alive. Too often we see whereby all the activities happening within the urban communities, and we had found it very important to start come alive within these villages. Yeah. Not only that it comes alive, but it brings entrepreneur activities within these villages, whereby people can bring out their local dishes and other arts and other things to be on display. So we had found it very important to do a tour of the villages, and that is 26 communities that we have in Stancrick West. Oh. So it's all started out by having that activity. It started out with Mullen River Day, then it went on to City River Day, that was Easter Monday, and we're having Pomona Day, Georgetown Day, that is this weekend, and thereafter Pomona, same bite, and it continues, a long list of activities within the Stancrick West constituency. So as of from then to now, there are never a dull moment within our region as it relates to activities happening. But Pomona Day, this is the third annual Pomona Day, and every year we improve as it relates to the activities and happening within that community as it relates to putting Pomona on the map. It is a well-known community. I believe each and every one of us, if we don't have ancestor that has work in Pomona, they must know of Pomona, and there is even a song of Pomona. So Pomona is no stranger to the world.
Pomona Valley, right?
Yeah, so it is the citrus belt.
Yes.
You consider one of the food basket of the south. While the orange are at its lowest right now, we continue to see whereby it is improving, and it will get where we want it to get one day soon. So certainly we continue to do activities like these to continue to build Pomona and continue to have people know what Pomona is all about.
Pomona has a very rich history when you look at that community, and the fact that, as you mentioned earlier, it's at the heart of the citrus belt, right? Notwithstanding what's happening in the industry, Pomona has a rich and vibrant culture of its own in terms of the people who live there, in terms of its contribution to the Stancrick district as well.
Yes.
Let's talk a bit about growing up in Pomona and what it's been like for you guys in terms of the experience of being a part of this small but thriving community. Let's start with you.
Where do I start, man? Born and raised in Pomona Village. It's just a beautiful village for everyone to come and hang out. It's a lot of good activities to do in Pomona, a lot of friendly faces, a lot of good, I mentioned the name Pomona. It comes from the mythical goddess, from fruit trees, the orchids and gardens, and a lot of people don't know that about Pomona, so I just wanted to, say that about Pomona. It was first called Macaroni Hill.
Yes.
Yeah, you remember about that, which was the highest elevation, the Mountain Macaroni Hill, which is 1,107 feet.
Yeah.
And sometimes referred to as the Quarry Hill, which is a stone quarry there. And the first record of Pomona, of the name Pomona, was in 1973 when Mr. Alfred Vine, the manager of the British Honduras Syndicate, named his citrus orchard Pomona Holdings, which he then sold to the colonial government in 1913.
You come with the history facts.
Yes.
It's great.
There's a lot of
It's
history
great.
for them. Behind Pomona, there is a lot of history indeed. Miss Joycelyn, probably her brought up saying Pomona is of most recent, no? So maybe I could go as far back.
Let's give Miss
So we
Jocelyn.
went to St. Matthew's School, and now she's teaching in St. Matthew's School.
So I have a whole history in that section. So to divert a little from him, I'll tell you about my growing up in Pomona, born and growing in Pomona. Vibrant village, welcoming people, and for instance, if I would be somewhere and you're a village girl, proud village girl, yes, proud Pomona village girl. So it's really interesting to know that some people don't see it as different, but from my experience, I would say different because the town life, the city life from the village life, different pace.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So, we can't talk about Pomona and Pomona Village Day without talking about football. Because Pomona has bred quite a number of Belizean athletes who star in football. Let's talk about that here on.
Well, I'm glad you had mentioned that, Ms. Anne. Pomona is not only known for oranges. Pomona is known for its talent in football. We have Harrison Cafe Roches. We have Mr. Elroy Smith. You know, and just to name a few, we have Mr. Clint Logan. We have so many others that continue to be on the map as it relates to football. And because of that, you know, even leading up to Pomona Day and for Pomona Day, we are going to have marathons. That is one of the biggest things to be visiting Pomona for Pomona Day. It starts off with the Friday night, whereby St. Matthew's School is going to have an under-15 football marathon. And not only the marathon is attractive, but the prizes for that marathon are very attractive. It's 1,500 alone for first place for marathon. That's to show you how much we put football on the map and continue to build football from its ground level. You know, too often times we say football is only for the adults, but we say we build our youth. So we want them to come out. And while bringing out those under 15 youths, it brings out their parents. So you could imagine the amount of persons that are going to be there just because of supporting their kids. So we could talk more about the prizes. I know the first prize is 1,500, and that is the Friday night. Maybe Ms. Joycelyn can elaborate.
Mr. Ferguson have mentioned, there will be 2 marathons. One for the Friday, which the school will be hosting, which is the under 15 teams. And the following day, the village council will be hosting the big marathon. For the under 15, the prizes are first prize 1,500, second prize 800, and third prize 500. So we try to keep it on the map where it's to instill or carry on the football team, the legacy of the football team on the map for over 2 days activity.
This is the 3rd year, and I understand that this is the first year that you are collaborating with
This is the first year that we're collaborating with the village council team as the Southern School, the Southern Anglican School merged this year. So it's a 2 days activity. The Friday night, the Anglican School will be having market night, as we call it, whereby the 3 Southern schools, which includes St. John's, St. Matthew's, and Christ the King School, we merged together for that night to host the market night.
So what other activities? There's a football match, there's the market night. What other activities?
There will be a variety of activities. We will have stalls, we will have food stalls, game stalls for both adult and child-friendly activities. We have the trampolines. We're trying to work on getting the rodeos.
Yeah, we're trying to bring down bull riding. That is not yet confirmed, but that is something that we want to have in the valley. You know, so we're working on that.
Exciting.
So the flyer is loading right about now. But I must mention that one of the big events for Pomona Day is the Radwell Ferguson Masters of the Hill bicycle race.
Okay.
For the first time, we'll be having a race from Belmopan through the Hummingbird Highway onto Dangrega Roundabout and back to Pomona. It's some 66 miles of riding, but it's going to be a gruesome ride because I don't believe, if my recollection serves me right, that there have ever been a race through the Hummingbird Highway. It's going to be tough. It's going to be for the strongest, I am certain. The prizes, they are very much attractive, and it has been sanctioned by the Cycling Association of Belize. So it is open. It's an open race, and we welcome all to be a part of that. It's going to be a very interesting one. I must say that at this time we are putting all the necessary arrangements to ensure that safety of those riders are a part of it, having the ambulances, having police, the transport department. So for those riders who are out there, trust me that there will be enough precautions as it relates to you guys mastering that Hummingbird Highway. It's going to be interesting.
So we've talked about food, we've talked about other activities. What about music? Pomona is also rich in its music history.
Hell of a time in Pomona,
Yes,
no?
sir.
Maybe you guys want to share with them? I know, we have the flyer full.
The flyer consists of different artists that we try to get in locally and from surrounding towns and villages. So we have a list of lineup on this flyer. If I could recall clearly, we have the famous Sweet Pain Band 3.0. We have QB. We have DJ 10. He's from Pomona as well, but then he went to Placencia. He now resides there. So it's just a variety of artists will be there. Just to name a few.
McCoy, and we have the great McCoy likewise.
Yes.
Right, to have the Yo-Yo, everybody. I see Mr. Yo-Yo on the screen likewise. He's one of the upcoming artists. He's an entertainer, when everybody know that Yo-Yo is in the building. It's going to be entertainment. Have DJ Demar. And the list continues. So it's a day full of activities, fun-filled activities for the entire family. We're going to have the bounce house, we're going to have the trampolines, we're going to have paintball, we're going to have a lot of different activities, we're going to have horseback riding. It's a full day of activities for the entire family that is arranged for you guys. So, we are calling on every Belizeans to take a trip down to the south, take a trip to Pomona. It's very easy through the coastal road, like I was saying to you, Mr. Isani. It's an hour, but we advise you to stay between 55 and you can cruise, enjoy the scenery of either the Hummingbird Highway or the Coastal Highway.
Have you had a lot of people outside of Pomona come to Pomona Day?
Most certainly. It's our third annual, and as of last year, we see whereby people as far as the diaspora coming in. So they have asked us last year to ensure that we make it a 2 days event, so that when they come, they have at least 2 days of activities for them to be involved in. And we are so grateful to be joined by the St. Matthew's Anglican School this year, so that we could have merged it in order for it to be a 2 days event. So again, we thank you guys from the Anglican Diocese for joining us.
Where is it going to be? I know it's a Pomona, but where in Pomona?
From Sharp football field, mile 11 right in front of the St. Matthew's School.
Okay. It starts Friday. What
Friday.
time? What is it starting with?
3:30 Friday evening. It starts with the under 15 football marathon and the leading up to the night market. So very early we're going to have entertainment. All the flea market and everything will be set up. The entire grounds will already be up and running up until midnight for the first day, and on the 1st of June we go up until 2 a.m.
So technically Sunday.
Sunday, yeah.
So it's a whole weekend.
A whole weekend of activities.
It's no longer Pomona Day.
When you wake up on Sunday morning, if you're still in that spirit or in that vibe, or you're coming down off of that high, there's still something for you to do about the village, right?
Well, get yourself a cup of freshly squeezed orange juice, and that will rehabilitate your entire moment again. So, certainly.
All right, so let's take the opportunity once again then to invite friends and family and anybody who wants to come down to Pomona next weekend or the weekend of the 30th to be a part of the day.
Well, certainly we want to extend an invitation to the entire country of Belize. Those who are listening from the diaspora, you still have time to book that ticket. It's not too late. You know, it's going to be something different. It's what we call a village day. And what we have done with the stalls, we have asked persons to bring out those things that are, especially in Pomona, that is unique, things that are unique to Pomona. Bring out the tableta, bring out the fudge, bring out the crust, bring out these things that are known for Village Day. So we are looking at the stalls not to have each person have barbecue or rice and beans. We want to visit the stalls and have, you know, different, something for your palate. So, you know, that is what you can come look forward to whilst visiting Pomona, and certainly you will be entertained, that there will not be a lack of entertainment for those football fans, for those bicycle fans likewise. Feel free to make it down to Pomona and you will not be you know, discouraged. Certainly you will have a fun-filled weekend.
Wonderful. Thank you guys so much. And remember, Pomona weekend starts May 31st and it ends June 1st, right over at Pomona Village. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
All right, we are going to take our final break and we'll be back to wrap things up. Don't go away.